We're going to begin with the manhunt for the suspect in the murder of UnitedHealthcare CEO Brian Thompson. Killer's still on the loose 6 days after the shooting. This morning, newly released images show the man just minutes after the shooting. Senior investigative correspondent Aaron Katersky starts us off. Good morning, Aaron.
Good morning to you, George. Detectives are optimistic they're closing in, but heading in now to a sixth day of searching. They still do not have an identity of the suspect or anyone in custody. This morning, video obtained by ABC News shows the killer waiting for Thompson moments before the shooting. Others pass by, and when the killer sees his mark, he runs across 54th Street and opens fire. The NYPD is hoping someone recognizes these latest images of the suspected shooter of UnitedHealthcare Chief Brian Thompson. The suspect seen getting into a taxi about 20 minutes after the shooting, appearing to look right at the camera. By then, he had ditched the bicycle he was spotted riding into and out of Central Park, where NYPD divers spent the weekend searching a pond for clues. Police have yet to recover the bike or the murder weapon. The pond is near the spot where officers found what they think is the suspect's backpack. It contained a Tommy Hilfiger jacket and Monopoly money. Detectives are working to determine whether the play money was meant as some sort of statement.
It's some kind of statement, some kind of it's doing some messaging that has to be figured out, but that's not really what the immediacy is. Immediacy is I get him identified and arrested. That motive that might go to that, we'll figure that out later as we go along.
Hundreds of tips are pouring in, and thousands of police officers are cycling through a manhunt that is now nationwide.
The amount of detective work it took to put the pieces together, we feel comfortable we're getting closer and closer.
The police built a timeline that begins 10 days prior to the shooting, November 24th, when they say the suspect arrived in New York by bus just after 10 p.m. He immediately took a taxi to the scene of the crime. He took another taxi to a hostel on the Upper West Side where he checked in using a fake ID, paid in cash, and was spotted on a security camera without his mask. The images shared widely by police. On December 4th, police say the suspect is seen leaving the hostel at 5:30 in the morning and arriving near the Hilton 11 minutes later. He was seen walking nearby, ordering at Starbucks, then waiting for Thompson, who crossed 6th Avenue at 6:44 a.m. 45 minutes later, police say the suspect was seen at the bus station by the George Washington Bridge and not seen since. Back at the murder scene, police say they found the words deny, defend, depose written in Sharpie on shell casings. Thompson's murder ignited online anger at the health insurance industry, some on social media posting vicious sarcasm or indifference toward the death of Brian Thompson. Police have not established a motive, but they say they found no evidence the killing had anything to do with Thompson's personal life. UnitedHealthcare is declining to answer questions posed by ABC News, including whether the company has offered to contribute to the reward money for information leading to an arrest.
But Aaron, what are police saying about the gun that was apparently used in the shooting? It seems very unusual.
It is a distinctive weapon. They think it may be a veterinary type gun used on ranches and farms to put down an animal because it can fire a quiet shot with that long barrel. They don't think it had a separate screwed in silencer. And the magazine is in the grip. It's bolt action, so it has to be manually cycled. And he did show some proficiency with the weapon. They're still looking for it.
And how about the messages on the shell casings and that Monopoly money in the backpack?
Literally toying with investigators, and they're not sure whether it is some sort of message. It's a tantalizing clue, but they also are open to the possibility that all those items may have been planted by the shooter as a ruse.
All right, Aaron, thank you so much for your reporting on this. We know you're staying on it. Thank you.